Welcome. We start this episode with a vivid demonstration of top-class piloting. Instead of focusing on the targets, pay attention to the dynamics of the flight itself. We see operations against moving transport and manpower, but the key moment is the approach trajectory. Look at this sharp, aggressive maneuver. The operator instantly changes the motion vector, turning the drone to follow the car attempting to evade. Such lightning-fast reaction and inertia control at high speed is a level any professional racer would envy. This proves that strike effectiveness depends primarily on the pilot's neuromotor skills. Open terrain always creates a critical sense of vulnerability. The instinct for self-preservation forces infantry to look for at least some visual anchor, and most often, a lone tree in the middle of a field becomes such a magnet. The soldier tries to press against the trunk, hoping that the shadow or the wood will hide his silhouette. However, this works only against a ground observer. For aerial reconnaissance, this tactic is flawed. An FPV drone easily flies around the obstacle, changing the angle of approach. Paradoxically, the tree becomes an excellent reference point for the pilot, simplifying guidance onto the target, which has trapped itself in a static position and lost the ability to maneuver actively. The operational zone near Pokrovsk is distinguished by a complex combination of urbanized and natural landscapes. Combat operations here do not cease for a minute, flowing seamlessly from ruins in dense, build-up areas to tree lines and open fields. Such a mosaic of conditions requires pilots to instantly adapt their tactics. With the onset of darkness, the pressure only intensifies. Thanks to infrared cameras and thermal imagers, the night effectively becomes transparent. Any thermal activity amidst cold concrete boxes or trees is instantly detected. This allows for surgically precise drops, turning attempts at covert movement into a fatal mistake. Today's material contains extremely rare footage of a strategic-level maritime operation in the Black Sea. We are observing a documented attack on vessels of the so-called Shadow Fleet, used to bypass international economic sanctions. The primary instrument of engagement is the multi-purpose Sea Baby naval drone. This is a unique development capable of autonomously traversing hundreds of nautical miles. This time, the targets were the tankers Cairo and Virat. According to intelligence, these vessels were integrated into illegal oil transport schemes. The video clearly shows the drones maneuvering and the moment of direct contact. Given the colossal difference in size between the drone and the tanker, precision targeting of vulnerable hull zones plays a decisive role here. As a result of the hits, both vessels sustained critical damage. Effectively, these tankers have been put out of operation for a long term. This is not just a tactical success. It is a tangible blow to the adversary's economic logistics. The operation vividly demonstrates that naval drones are capable of enforcing sanctions through force, turning the sea into a critical risk zone for illegal exports. This fragment illustrates a specific night tactic, the combination of silent vertical drops and aggressive pursuit. Heavy bombers often operate at altitudes where their acoustic signature is minimal. For infantry, the attack comes without warning, creating a surprise effect. We see a series of precise hits directly into trenches. This forces personnel to panic and abandon the targeted fortifications. And this is where the second stage comes in, FPV drones intercepting those attempting to reposition. A classic tactical fork is created. Staying in the trench is deadly due to bombing from above, while attempting to flee makes the soldier an ideal target for kamikazes in open terrain. This stalemate leads to total disorganization and the guaranteed incapacitation of the unit. Operators focus fire engagement on logistical arteries and combat equipment in the sector. 2 heavy tanks become priority targets. Precise hits on vulnerable zones lead to their immediate halt and removal from battle. Next, attention switches to mobile assets. We observe the neutralization of ATVs and cars providing resource supply. The systematic nature of these strikes leads to the accumulation of destroyed equipment in a limited area. The episode concludes with a controlled drone flight over the resulting car graveyard. This monitoring is necessary for final verification. The operator visually confirms that every unit in this group has sustained critical damage and cannot be evacuated. An FPV drone operator delivers a precision strike on an armored personnel carrier. Hitting the vulnerable zone leads to the immediate incapacitation of this combat unit on the march. Continuous fire engagement against manpower remains the primary operational task in this sector. We observe a series of strikes in various tactical conditions. It is important to note that the intensity of operations does not decrease with the onset of darkness. On the contrary, the use of modern thermal imaging cameras gives operators a significant advantage, allowing them to detect targets that mistakenly believe themselves protected at night. The contrast of heat signatures against the cold ground makes any camouflage impossible. Operators detect even minimal movement or body heat traces. Whether attempting to move across open terrain or trying to entrench in new positions, every detected element is subject to immediate neutralization by an FPV drone. This ensures a round-the-clock cycle of attrition of enemy human resources. Next, the focus shifts to engineering infrastructure. Operators methodically dismantle fortified dugouts and covered positions using powerful high-explosive charges. Precise hits into entrances or technological openings destroy the structure from within and negate the protective properties, forcing the adversary to abandon prepared defensive lines under the threat of collapse. The combat block concludes with the destruction of communication antennas. Eliminating these critical nodes disrupts command and control in the sector, effectively blinding the coordination of enemy units. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please support the video with a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes. See you next time.